The second nakshatra is called Bharani, and Bharani is in Aries. It comes after Ashwini. Ashwini is from 0 to 13. I'm sorry, from 0 to 1319, and then 1320 to 2639 is Bharani. Bharani is ruled by the god called Yama, who is the god of death, and the god who shows up at the end of life to take the soul where it's supposed to go. Now, it's not, Yama is not necessarily the one who kills you. He's the one who shows up once it happens and takes the soul where it is supposed to go. And those who have not lived a powerful life fear Yama, because Yama's going to take them somewhere, like if they've lived a torturous life or they've hurt people, then he's going to take them to the difficult realms. But if they've lived a great life, they're not worried about seeing Yama. And the symbol here of Bharani Nakshatra is the female reproductive organ, reproductive tract, the uterus, the tubes, all of that, which creates life. So the previous nakshatra of Ashwini is where our will penetrates into existence, and that penetration of will produces a result, one way or the other. And that result is shown in Bharani, and we have to bear the result. This is why Bharani comes from the same word as bear, like to bear the fruits of our actions. And many times it's met with some kind of restriction and some kind of, some feeling of being restricted and held back. That's also what Yama means. It means restraint. So we need to exercise restraint, and we learn restraint in this nakshatra. Planets here, if someone has planets in Bharani, they're going to feel restrained. They're going to be very aware of consequences. They're going to feel very, held in and boxed in by consequences. They might not be as spontaneous, and they might feel like, well, if you do this to me, then I need to do this to you. There might be a certain quality of punishment and stress involved around those things, feeling like they need to balance the scales, because if you do this, you get this back. There's a very strong relationship to Saturn in the god Yama. Saturn's brother was Yama. So this quality of bearing the fruits of our actions, bearing the result, it comes after Ashwini, where we're quite impulsive, and the way we learn to not be as impulsive is to have to bear the consequences of our actions. And, often that comes in the form of punishment. Like we feel it that way, like when we do something, even if it's not punishment from another person, karma, you might say. We learn through karma, we learn through mistakes. And so planets in Bharani have this awareness of there are consequences to make. There are consequences to my actions, so I better be careful. And it's in Aries, which is impulsive. So very interesting nakshatra. The symbol, as I said, is that reproductive tract, that reproductive organ where our will penetrates, just like it penetrates the female, just like the masculine energy or the will or our action in life penetrates existence, which is analogous to a man penetrating a woman. This is a creative force. This is going to create something. Might literally create a baby, but it's also going to create something else. Everything we do creates something. So it's some deep stuff to ponder in Bharani, needing to bear the results of our actions.